What's going on, and welcome back. So previously in my videos I had mentioned that I have a Steeda K member for Project Stepchild, and I wasn't sure if I'd be able to get it installed before Ford takeover. Well, I have begun the install of the Steeda K member on my 2016 Mustang GT. Alright, so like I said, I have started the install. I did a lot of the boring stuff before I started filming, so I'm going to turn the camera around and show you where I'm at and what I've got left before we can drop the stock K member. Alright, so as you can see, I have got the engine support bar run across, and I've got some chains hooked up to support the engine. And let's see, I've got underneath here, everything is basically detached, I guess you say, or unbolted from the stock K member. The steering, you can see that is unbolted as well. So the only thing left I have to do before I can drop it out is the steering shaft. I have to unbolt it and then lower the K member. So that is about it. So let me get going with this. I've already done a lot of work to save you guys from watching some boring stuff. So man, let me get busy on this thing. Let's get this K member, the stock one, out of this car. All right, y'all. So man, my buddy Michael come by, helped me out with the K member, getting the old one out. Pretty much had it all unbolted and ready to go, but I just wanted somebody else here to help manage this thing. So there is the stock K member. I forgot to film while I had the new K member out, the steering rack and everything attached to it. But I do want to point out, and you will notice on any YouTube videos that you watch on this, is those two bolt holes there. That is for the steering rack, and those things are in there tight. I've seen them where people have had to cut the heads off just to get the steering rack off. Now, I didn't run into that problem, thank goodness. They were super tight, but I used that long ratchet there and was able to get them off. But they stayed tight almost the whole way. So anyway, I wanted to see if I can get you guys underneath here so you can see the new K member is in, looking all nasty with the blue, I don't know, blue flake, I think we'll call it maybe. I don't know. But it's in there. It's not fully installed. There you can see we got one of the motor mounts there. It's not fully installed, but we've got it run up, and the engine is now sitting back on it because we did have some chains across here. I've already taken those off. I got to lower the car down a little bit and wrap it up. So there's that side, the passenger side. We'll go to the driver's side. Really not a whole lot to see, but I mean, you can see the steering rack is attached to it in there. But man, it does free up a lot of room. Definitely does that. Frees up a lot of room for other things. You can get to things a whole lot easier. I mean, you can just see all the way through there. Look at the oil change. Oil change, I mean, nothing. The filter right there. That's gonna be great. But anyway, this is gonna have to continue another day for me. Same video for you guys. But yeah, I'll get it wrapped up, and yeah, hopefully soon get it wrapped up and together. So stay tuned. All right, so it's been a couple days and I'm getting back on this K member swap. But I want to show you something that I ran into, and I didn't even think about this. Not at any point did I think about this, and I don't know why. But let me show you on the factory K member. If you can see right there, that is one of the nuts for the front link. There's also one for the rear. They are welded to the K member. And not at any point did it dawn on me that I was going to need to find some hardware for this. Didn't even think about it. So, putting everything together, that left me with basically the bolt and no nut. So this morning I decided to go to the local hardware store and see if I could find some 16 millimeter nuts. These are 16 millimeter bolts, and as my luck would have it, I could not find any 16 millimeter in a 10.9 grade. So in metric, 10.9 is the equivalent to like a grade 8. So I had to do some digging at the hardware store, and I'll show you what I found. So what I found was some standard grade 8 hardware, 5/8 bolts, washer, and 5/8 flange nut. There's that one, and then there's that one. So I think this is going to work. Like I said, I had to find grade 8 because anything less, and it's not going to hold up to the stresses that this K-member is going to go under and the suspension. So yeah, I had to find some grade 8 or a 10.9, which is what was in there. So anyway, I wanted to show you that. Let me get back at this. I'm getting close to finishing this up and getting this thing back on the ground. So here we go. All right, so wanted to show the finished product real quick. Those nuts and bolts and washers actually worked out really well. So if you can see that, the K-member is in. Yes, it is ugly. Yes, I know it. But man, it would have cost me a ton of money to have that repowder coated. And yeah, I mean, I bought it used for a purpose to save a little cash. So anyway, it's gonna work. Not a big deal. You're not gonna see it. I seriously doubt this thing's gonna pull the tires off the ground, so you won't ever see it. It's not a big deal. So we're gonna change the oil. I've already got it pretty much drained out, just letting it drip there. And then I've got to fit the belly pan. I do want to show that. Hopefully I can get the belly pan on there because I do want to run that just to protect as much stuff underneath as I can. So yeah, let me try to get that installed. One thing I want to show real quick is the tank for the Whipple coolant. There's on the factory K-member over there. It actually sits right here. It goes across. There's nothing here now. So what I did is I took the bolt that I was using, tie wrap around the radiator bushing there, and tighten it up. And I mean, this thing's not going anywhere. I think that's good to go. And one of the reasons I want to run the belly pan is because it'll go underneath, it'll protect that tank, so I don't want anything hitting it. So anyway, just want to show that real quick, and let me get to it. Let me see if I can get this belly pan on there. Here we go, y'all. Belly pan is up. Got the front skinny tires on for preparation for the alignment, but there is the belly pan. I do want to show this, how I had to do it. All your front fasteners, those will go in there. Mine's missing these two side ones. I don't know where they went. They're gone somewhere. But this is what I wanted to show you on the back here. Is you can see the 4 holes which were normally for screws. And there's another one there and another one there. What I did is I just put some tie wraps in there and yeah, just kind of hooked it up. These are not pulled all the way tight against that crossbar. They're just pulled snug, just enough to hold the pan up back there. And I think that's gonna work out pretty good. Now these over here on these sidebars, those are pretty snug. Got them tightened up. I don't think that belly pan is gonna go anywhere. So yeah, I wanted to show that real quick before I drop the car down so you guys could see that. So anybody that's looking to do this, they'll know what to do. And this is a performance pack belly pan. So yeah, man, let's get this car down and let's get this buttoned up. All right, y'all, as you can see, Project Stepchild is back on the ground. We do have the full drag pack on the car because tomorrow is the alignment. Need to have the drag pack on the car because the alignment is going to be set up for drag racing. Will that affect it on the street? Who knows? Probably not. It won't hurt it, didn't hurt it before. So yeah, we've got to have the drag pack on it though in order to get that alignment squared away for the track. Man, she is looking good, looking mean, and yeah, I'm liking the new look of the new grille and the splitters up front for the turn signals, and of course the 15-inch wheel conversion on the back. Man, looking good, looking good. So that is going to do it for this video. This was the last thing that I needed to do other than the alignment to be ready for Ford takeover. So hopefully I don't have to do anything else with the car, and after the alignment it should be ready. So yeah, I'm going to try to get to the track. There's a possibility I might get to the track here before Ford takeover. Kind of makes me nervous because I don't want anything to happen to the car before, you know, going to Tennessee. So yeah, I don't know, but I do want to test before going to Ford takeover so I know what to expect from the car, and yeah, so I can run some quick times hopefully. I don't know, we'll see what happens. If by chance I go to the track, of course I will bring you guys along with me so that you can see the progress of the car and see what she runs. But like I said, that's it. Hope you like this video. If you did, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and we'll see you on the next one.